Alright, let me get into my account, and then I'll start talking about what it is I want to talk about. I'm going to test something in the future. But what I started realizing is that YouTube's been taking, and I know somebody and I were talking about this earlier today on my channel during a video I had, a streaming video I had. Basically, they kept telling me that YouTube was attached to Google and that Google kept taking my likes away. So I went and checked this. God damn it! I can't spell right now. And I've had this feeling that it had something to do with had pretty much something to do with what he was saying. I didn't actually check into it or research it till today. And I was on my way to work, and I pretty much found out that this person that I was talking to earlier today about it. And by the way, this is 7-Eleven's pizza. I'm not eating anything fancy right now. That yeah, I warmed it up in the microwave, so it's like split. And it's like two pieces of pizza, like pretty much combined together. All right, yeah. Mm. I'm eating pizza from 7-Eleven. They have pretty good pizza. So I watch a lot of YouTube. Alright, so I watch YouTube a lot. And I like to support my favorite YouTubers. But liking their videos, I can give a thumbs up. Whenever I click on the same video again, I see my like has disappeared. The thumb is a gray area again, gray again. I've liked over 5,000 videos, so could it be that YouTube and pretty much YouTube is pissing me off because what? What do you? I don't know. I don't understand people your age lingo, so I apologize. Um, whatever busing means, I don't know. But there's something going on with YouTube actually taking away my likes. I see it now. No, we can't read that together. I don't even know what the hell that is, and I don't want to read a book with somebody like you because you already admitted that you're gay, and I'm not into gay dudes. I have I have a bunch of girls at work that actually admire me, so why would I want to read a book with a dude? I'm not trying to offend you, but you need to understand that you're just being a dumbass. You are being a dumbass right now. You need to stop your bullshit. I'm actually on the way succeeding at a job I have been trying a while to get. Not trying to be a jerk or anything, but you guys, people out there are continuously trying to. No, we can't read it because I don't care about that kind of stuff. I care about stuff I'm looking at right here. Why do you have to act so fucking absent-minded? I have to ask. Okay, why do people like you guys act so fucking absent-minded? It's not funny. It's not cool. Act a little bit mature, a little bit more grown, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Your cartoon the other night you showed me kind of sucks. And I didn't want to say that to you, but I'm going to be honest with myself. The cartoon sucked. Your animation, your videos are not that great. Please stop trying to act like you're on some crack. Please. I don't like that stuff. That stuff's over the top and annoying. But if we look at this, I'm not the only one doing it. It's all over YouTube. Everybody's dealing with it. If you like, I just think, I think people need to start being more aware. Like I have this channel. I have no other channels, and what I actually, no, it's not. It's actually not funny at all. It's actually really annoying. Believe it or not, I tried. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to lie to you, but I did not want to watch that shit. That shit's repulsive and annoying, and it's really stuff that I don't like anymore because I watched too much of it. And then you change and you grow and you grow out of certain things, and it's just not of your interest anymore. Like I just like don't sit there and tell me something's funny if I don't think it's funny. You might think it's funny, yes, but I don't think it's funny. It's actually nope. I don't care about that shit because I think with logic, and there's no form of logic behind goblins or ghouls. Hmm. You know what you can go do? You guys can go hang out together. You and this clown that are messaging me, and go read that book together because you seem like you guys have more in common than what I do with you guys.
Hello, guys and gals, me Mutahar, and how's it all going, ladies and gentlemen? It's your weird uncle teaching you about computers today. Yes, I've got an interesting computer video, a little nerdy video, if you will, and this was actually inspired by a few postings that I've been seeing around the internet regarding video games. Now, in the last couple days, a game like Chrono Cross has sort of come out. Now, I actually own the game physically on the PlayStation 1. Absolute banger game. They recently released a re-release, a remaster of this game. Don't buy it. It's garbage. I'm going to be real with you. Just play the original if you can.
Being real with you, it's probably garbage.
An original PlayStation or a PS3. Just don't get the remake, okay? It's dog water. Now, because of this remake, I've been noticing a few things, right? A lot of people who are actually playing the original version of the game on the PlayStation Vita, the original download, actually noticed that they started losing access to their download. So, for instance, on this one post, you can download Chrono Cross for the PlayStation 3. Then later on, it would say the content has expired and is no longer available. Of course, one thing to notice is the expiration date. January 1st, 1970. Now, why is it that this date is rather important? Because this didn't happen out of maliciousness, okay? I want to start off by saying, while it's very timely that this happened around the re-release of this game, this actually is par for the course for a lot of games that are on the current storefront. And what this has to do is time. Time is something that we human beings calculate in different ways, right? There's different types of calendars, right? We've got the Gregorian calendar, which is the current calendar that we predominantly use here in North America and basically around the world.
Why do you have to aim at the fact that he's Indian? Why do you have to aim at that? Isn't that a little racist? Isn't that very, racist? Yes, he's Indian, alright? He's fucking Indian. But why should I give a shit why he's Indian? Why should I give a shit what you say? That's like me saying, well, your cartoons are dumbass. Your fucking videos are trash, dude. Quit making videos. That's like, you guys are fucking downright nasty assholes, and you're fucking rude. No.
Currently, the year is 2022. And
I'm
the
not
way
going to
that we do
acknowledge
it
you,
is we use
dumbasses.
something known as an epoch, which is basically a point in time that we use as a reference to when that calendar began, right? So the epoch for the Gregorian calendar is basically Jesus Christ's birth and death. You know how we do BC and AD, before Christ, after death? There's other calendars, like the Hebrew calendar, which calculates according to Genesis's time of the world, like when the world first began. Currently, they're in the year 5782. The Muslim calendar, which calculates a time when the Muslim prophet and his followers migrated from Mecca to Medina, that is running in the year 1443 after Hijri. So basically, we all have different epochs, and there are more calendars than this. You've got the Buddhist calendar, the Chinese calendar. There's
Yeah, they can. Actually, you can be racist no matter who you are. No matter black, white. Doesn't matter what you are. You're still racist because you're basically asking me about an Indian guy. Okay? That's a racist statement right there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you approach the situation. It doesn't matter if you're black. You can still be a racist fuck. Black Panthers are racist fucks. It doesn't matter what the fuck he is. Why do you guys give too many shits? Why do you guys give so many fucks? That's why you're making stupid ass content that I don't like. You guys give too many fucks. You're looking for validation that I don't give a shit about. You guys are really looking for fucking validation. And you need to fucking be yourself. Stop seeking validation. Stop being fucking retarded ass Naruto. Best advice I can give you motherfuckers. Because you guys are the exact reason I stopped watching dumbass content like yours, because you're trying hard. You're looking for validation. Stop. It's obnoxious. You're annoying. You're like Naruto. Naruto's annoying. Mutahara is not fucking annoying because he's actually talking about real shit. I don't know. Because people don't want to tell you that kind of stuff. I don't know what to say. You know, I'm trying to state that you're racist, but bringing up the fact that because he's looking for validation. People who seek validation are the most annoying motherfuckers. Do you want me to pull up some Jimmy B tunes for you and show you what I think of you two? Because you need to start getting real with things. You need to stop coming at people in a stupid fucking way, because your lives are probably not going the way you planned, so that's why you do that kind of stuff. Listen, I don't know you guys. And maybe if you grew up a little bit, and maybe if you started talking about some real shit instead of fucking doing videos with vivid colors, having an owl say, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. It'd be more, create better content. Create better, useful content for the world, or else I'm going to pull Joey B tunes up on you and get you exact reason why I tell you guys you're looking for fucking validation. I don't care. I don't care. Let's go back to Mutahar talking about Jesus Christ.
Calendars, okay? You got the Indian calendar, you've got the Ptolemaic calendar, which is from ancient Egypt. You got a bunch of different calendars. But this is not important. What's important is how a computer sees the calendar. Now, this is where computers have a scope of the end of time. Now, of course, the world is ending for computers, for 32-bit computers. No, this title is not clickbait. Yes, the world in their eyes is definitely ending, trust me. To understand what it is we have to talk about the Unix epoch. For those of you who don't know what Unix is, effectively when I use Linux, when you use Mac OS, when you use iPhones, modern day devices, you actually have a Unix-based system.
And if you
a lot of the servers that are running the...
Then if you don't have a problem, learn to talk about shit, useful shit. Learn to talk about useful stuff with people. Stop trying to have small talk about dumb stuff. Quit creating dumb content. You realize when I sit there and try to watch your stuff, I cringe because it's fucking horrible. And I'm not trying to be mean, but you can create some better content. Find something useful and create better content out of it.
Internet that we are using are on Unix servers. Granted, a majority of them have been updated, but Unix is a massive operating system that exists. And it first started back in 1969 when it was known as Unix, okay? So UNIC is what we used to call it. Now, of course, this later became Unix, and this is when, in January of 1970, is when the engineers back then, the programmers of yesteryears, decided that was the time epoch for Unix at that point. So effectively, how a computer calculates its time all the way up to 2022 is it just counts the seconds. So because we started from 1970, all these computers are doing to keep track of time is just counting the seconds since the day that the epoch is known. So if you actually look at the epoch right now for Unix, we're at 1.6 billion seconds. This number is going up as the seconds go on. A lot of the Unix-based systems and servers that we have are using this Unix epoch time. Now, what makes this interesting and what really brings about the end of the world for systems is as it's counting those seconds up, a lot of these values, most of them are stored in a lot of these 32 signed bit integers. Now, the entire problem...
I'm not mad at gay people. I'm mad at gay people who come at me obsessively, obsessing over me and preventing me from dating. That's what I'm mad at. I'm not mad at gay people. I'm perfectly fine with gay people. I have gay people I work with all the time. You think I get mad at them? Certainly not.
problem here is these integers can only see values between -2 to the 31st power and 2 to the 31st power, okay? This is otherwise known, I believe, as the 8th Mersenne prime. So effectively the number is 2.147483647, all right? This is the magic number. Once these 32-bit systems reach these seconds, they'll basically flip back to the number 0, okay? They basically cannot see beyond that scope because these data values only allow them to see number values between that end and the negative. So here's actually a visual representation of what you're supposed to see. So for instance, right here in this section, the number is counting up from 313, right? So again, this happens at witching hour, January of 2038. But in 8 seconds right here, this decimal value will flip the script. So look very carefully at 1 second later, it's now calculating backwards. Because this is in a signed 32-bit integer on a Unix system that hasn't been changed and updated, it's basically going to start counting back. It's basically not going to be able to see beyond those seconds. Now, this basically causes an issue on a lot of embedded systems and legacy systems, systems that you may not be able to update or even reach. And so what can happen is it starts incorrectly calculating incorrectly starts calculating databases, a lot of files, a lot of issues can start to form. Think about it like this. The computer, up until this point, before that decimal started going backwards, notice the time is 2038. Because of that decimal change, all of a sudden, it went from 2038 to thinking the time was 1901. That can severely fuck up systems. You might remember back in the year 2000, we had the year 2000 bug, which was basically what people believed that once a system reached 1999, what would happen if it reached 2000? All right, would it calculate? Would it just believe that it's the year 2000? Or would it roll back to the year 1901 and fail to recognize time? Well, there was a lot of engineers behind it that basically future-proofed and updated systems and fixed as much as they can so we didn't have to deal with those issues. But to understand, this situation is alive and dandy.
Obsessively, being obsessed over a guy, a straight guy, and you're gay, and that guy likes women. Believe it or not, there's a reason that straight men get mad at people like you, because you fuck things up for people like myself. I don't know you. And unfortunately, you're seeking validation. And you're really fucking annoying right now. Because you are seeking validation. You're like that boy from the Jimmy B Tunes video saying, I've been on my single boy shit. This sounds fucking gay. Sounds gay. No, he's not gay. He's actually talking about fucking logical things that everybody in this fucking room doesn't understand because you're all just fucking illogical. You all don't fucking pay attention to when fucking there is something that isn't fucking over the top bullshit, that's horrible shitty content that nobody wants to watch. And we got a man in here saying, why are you getting mad? Why do you hate gay people? Jesus Christ, you guys sound like you're fucking seeking every form of validation in the book. You guys need to fucking lighten up a little bit. Grow up. That's all I'm going to say to you. I have nothing more to say if you're going to sit there and keep questioning why I can't stand this stuff. It's because you're coming off as really kind of like children. Cool, dude. Fucking awesome. I don't really care. You can find another person to go seek validation with, because I'm going to tell you how fucking stupid you are. Go seek validation somewhere else.
And it doesn't have a uniform solution. Now, again, going back to that PlayStation issue when we actually saw these licensing problems, because it's not the year 2038, the way that they're calculating time checks for verifying digital licenses may have been an issue on the back end. And it's up to Sony's engineers to make sure that they fix these digital licenses.
But hey, at least I'm being mean to dudes instead of fucking females, because that's what fucking most gay men do, is they become mean with females and not males. Males need to fucking... A male, when he needs to seek validation, you know, we don't need males like that in the world fucking trying to seek validation. We don't need that shit. That's fucking annoying. Okay? I can respect I can respect anybody. Anybody that's not seeking a form of validation, I can respect you. Just because I know you're being true to yourself and you're not trying to impress the fucking world around you. Nothing about that's mean. That's just how I'm rolling right now. And everybody understands that I don't give a shit. You've been watching my videos apparently. You guys have been watching my videos apparently. Congratulations.
Licenses, so people do not have lost access to these various games that they've purchased for tons of money, okay? Which is why people say, I'm crazy, Muda, why do you buy physical discs? You know it doesn't have a date epoch issue? This, when I put it into a system. This, when it's booting up. You know what has an issue? A licensed server that relies on a server that hasn't been properly maintained. Of course, Sony can fix this going forward. No issues on that one. Hopefully they should. I hope they do, and I believe they will. I hope.
And
Now,
by the
in a
way,
lot of
guys,
cases-
thank you for calling him a simp, calling him out. Thank you for calling him out, by the way. Guys, I do appreciate that you actually called him out, because, like, I didn't want, you know, I'm not going to be mean, but I have to speak how I feel about stuff. I have to stop keeping that shit in. Because, you know, I can't keep No, your messages haven't been blocked. Nothing got blocked. Fucking YouTube is being fucked with by the almighty Google God. And that's a joke, by the way. Google God doesn't like people fucking doing shit. That's just how it is. I didn't block anybody. I'm not gonna block anybody here. By all means, if you don't like what I have to say, you can leave. I don't care. I'm not telling you guys to like what I'm doing. But if you don't like what I have to say, if you're getting offended by the little thing I'm saying about, it's not that I don't respect gay people. It's the fact that I see too many motherfuckers around me seeking some form of validation. Like this guy right here, Jimmy Mimi. He's seeking validation. He's saying it to try to get me to be impressed with them. And if I was his boss, I'd be like, you need to stop trying to impress. You need to stop trying so hard to impress and start. I want to finish this out. Because I am trying to listen to his content because he has some really good stuff to say. He's talking about something that if you look in the actual calendar of a computer, he's talking about this. So if you go and let's say, I don't know if I can. So he said 38. So let's move ahead and see what he does. Alright. What's he talking about? The computer's good on the 39. What is he talking about? This motherfucker's a definite simp. This motherfucker's simping all night. He's not gonna get anywhere with me, because you know what? That's fucking disturbing and annoying. Alright, so 2049, Muda was wrong here. 2049 is all the further the calendar goes. Do I think it's the end of computers? No, I don't. Maybe at some point it will figure out in the next 20 years if it is. But right now, I'm not going to worry about it because my computer is going to be changed by then. I actually built my PC and I want to rebuild it again. I want to put new parts into it, take these colorful fans out because I'm tired of supporting all types of colors. Take the fans out and actually, start it. Thank you. I'm glad you told him that. I'm glad you told him that's really disturbing, cause no, I said no. I already said no, dude. I already said fucking no. What don't you listen? Why aren't you not listening? Do you have ADHD? I said no fucking 10 minutes ago when you first came into the stream. I don't have to sit there and keep explaining my reasons why.
This really does affect embedded systems, legacy systems, and a lot of binary blobs of software that probably isn't maintained accurately very well. A lot of software that people use, especially developed in modern times, uses higher level data structures to actually represent things like date. Again, counting the seconds is actually pretty archaic unless you're just doing like global system uptime
He's using
or something
a virtual
like that.
machine. That's why
Database software, for instance, as far as I know, on Linux again, that uses time T, actually does store in pretty safe formats, okay? Well beyond 2038. But if you're running, say, a 32-bit Linux server or something in 2038 and you haven't updated shit, then you're going to be running into some issues and you're going to expect some downtime, all right, for things to turn around. Now, you might be like, oh, we're fine till 2038. Again, the PlayStation issue I showed you just kicked in because of what seems to be an issue on the back end. Something that Sony can relatively fix over the course of a day or two of just patching around all these license issues. But even things like AOL, for instance.
That guy
I know
don't
some of you are like, what's AOL, Buddha? And fuck you for making me feel old on that one. But AOL designed on their server software,
like a faggot
effectively,
for no
they were
goddamn
handling
reason
database
just to fucking
requests.
offend me because he can't get a job apparently. He probably can't get a fucking job anywhere. This motherfucker's probably miserable as hell, just trying to seek some sort of validation. Yeah, he's fucking dumb. He's being a complete retard. He's seeking, and my thing is like, I'm over all this shit, and I've been over this for a while. But we have people who get on my actual live stream and do this dumb shit all the time. He's being a dumbass. That's all he's ever gonna be. He's not gonna go anywhere fucking seeking validation the way he is. He's probably a boy who likes to pretend he fucking has a bunch of girls on him, carries a gun around, has long hair, and acts like a total fucking douchebag to fucking everybody. Because that's somebody I used to know named Anthony that fucking do that shit. Kid's fucking annoying. That's why I didn't like him. That's why I moved on and started doing better. Because I left the fucking dumbass pizza shop he thought he was... What? What are you saying Will about? I'm gonna say whatever I want. I'm in a better spot. I'm at a better job now. I'm getting more respect from my bosses. My boss has actually sat there and told me that I'm doing well. You are. Because you're still getting on the chat fucking bothering me, right? You're still miserable. You're miserable, you're very insecure about yourself. And all that states is you probably have nothing. You probably don't have much anything. Either way, I don't care. You're not going to show up here to my house. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a fun stream, dude, but it just turned into fucking something else because Jimmy Mimi came in. I don't know what the fuck happened. I really wish he would just, stop being a weirdo, because... No, it's not. No, it's not. It's computer loving
system that would never actually time out, from what I believed. Now, to handle this specific situation, they basically set a arbitrary timeout date sometime in the future, right? I think at some point their default configuration for the server was to basically time out after like 1 billion seconds have passed. So 1 billion seconds, all right, after the year 2006, May 12th is what I think the date was set in my notes over here. Effectively, after that, the timeout calculation had overflowed and returned dates that were actually way into the past. And this, of course, caused that system to actually crash. So until the AOL engineer sat back, redid the configuration file, this would be the issue. So think of it like this, okay? What you're seeing is an integer overflow. Now, an integer overflow, I want you to picture it like this. This is the easiest explanation I can give. Imagine you're driving an older vehicle, right? Where the odometer is a manual odometer. You know when they had 6 digits and they actually rolled up physically on a dial?
Yeah,
So
I remember that.
typically, they would be in 6 digits, right? Now, this would be able to calculate any mileage from 0 all the way up to 999,999 miles. Now, nobody's going to drive an old clunker for nearly 1,000,000 miles, but the option is present. Now, what happens in those older manual systems is when you reach 999,999, after one more mile, it's going to read as 0,000,000. It's not the fact that the engine is brand spanking new, it's that the system we designed is not able to read 1,000,000 miles. Think of it the same in this situation. Obviously,
you
as
guys
vehicles
read
got
that,
more advanced with
'cause there's
digital
anything
dashes,
about witches
now
or
they can display
ghouls on my
1,000,000
fucking
miles.
hat.
But this is something that you have to expect. This is a good way to visualize what's happened, right? And of course, as you can imagine, this causes a lot of issues for all those back-end systems. Now, even if you're talking about space shuttle,
Fuck
which had
off,
embedded
you
systems, what
motherfuckers,
was
if you
rather
can't stop
interesting
talking
was a
about
shuttle
witches
known
and
as the Deep
ghouls
Impact,
and
right?
dumb retarded
Now, the
shit
Deep
like
Impact
that.
Space probe
This
was
is
sent
what we
out,
do
I
here. We
believe,
don't
back
fucking
in the year
watch dumb shit.
2005. But because of something on its fault control system, I know,
You guys are
ironic, the
dumbasses.
fault control system on it fucked up. What actually was kind of happening is one of the chief scientists basically said it was a Y2K-esque problem, where basically the software on it, some of it didn't actually roll the calendar date correctly. So effectively, what was happening over here, some of the embedded systems on it basically was calculated in a integer value that recognized somewhere between like, I believe it was 4 billion seconds or something, like 2 to the 32 power. And effectively at this point, because that system, the fault protection system, was misreading the time, the system was just constantly rebooting. And effectively, like, the space agencies decided just not to communicate to the probe. It was a lost cause. No one was going to go out there to update the embedded system. And of course, that's the key word. Those embedded systems, if they're affected by the year 2038 bug, may be nearly impossible to fix.
Boy, I love how you little kids just get bothered by fucking everything that doesn't go your way. You guys realize that fucking. You guys, okay, don't no, yeah, I can be a ghost in a terminal, but look, I want to state something to you guys because you guys are just not getting the reality of why I don't respect some of the stuff you guys are doing right now. You guys don't get it. You guys are trying to remind me too much of my goddamn past, and I'm too far away from it. Right now, I work at Publix. I got 4 certificates in cybersecurity, 5 counting the advent of cyber. I work with computers on my free time sometimes. DDoS is a hacker technique that allows you to hit the shit out of a website and bring the website down if there's enough of them running at the website. Now, no, we have not. We have not. Stop pretending with your fucking made up bullshit and start learning how to fucking be realistic about what the fuck it is you're doing in life. Because what I'm realizing is that I can hate whatever I want, right? It's a free country. This is America. I'm so confused by you guys. You guys, I can't stand this magical bullshit talk. I can't stand that talk. Because it's very, very, it comes off as too goddamn childish for me. That's why I don't partake in it anymore. That's why I also, when it comes down to it, I'm trying to watch content right now, but all you guys are talking about is ghouls and shit like that. And he's talking about some stuff that, for you it might not be important, but for me, it's 100% important because he's talking about something. I just showed you guys something a few minutes ago that, whether you paid attention or not, you probably didn't. The computer's date stops at 2049. I just don't care. Maybe that's why you perceive it as hate. me not caring comes off as hating, so fucking what? You know? If you're talking about terminal spells, then I know quite a few. I have a few of those up in my sleeve. I don't run those too much. Terminal tricks, and terminal spells. Yeah, they're not for me to give away. You have to go and learn those. You have to go. Yeah, yeah. You have to go and learn the hacker spells yourself. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how to do it. You wanna? Oh yeah, I can definitely. I can if I found the right technique. I could execute a technique that do that to your computer. But I'm not gonna sit here and show you guys on my channel what it is, how to do that kind of stuff, because I don't want you guys to use it for. I mean, there's a couple ways I can get it, but I'd have to see that one there. I know how to get a website. I know how to get an IP to a website. As for getting an IP from a different person, that's something that would take a little bit more formulating to do. But I could find out. You don't know that. I'm not going to show you that either. I don't need to show you anything. I don't even need to. I don't even need to explain it to you guys. I want you guys to understand one thing, one rule that you have to have. No. I want you guys to understand one rule about the community, the hacker community, is you don't give your techniques away. You don't say what you do. You don't give them away, because those can lead to people using them for wrong. You know, I'm not gonna sit here like I'm not gonna sit here and try to like show you how things are done, because I can find it out. It just I might have to have my memory fresh, but I could probably find out somebody's IP address. I'm not gonna show you just because you keep calling me fake. I don't have to show you anything. No, I don't have to show you. You realize a hacker isn't just about going about getting an IP address. You realize having being a hacker is so much more than just that. All right. Oh my. I don't need to sit here and explain to you guys how it's done. You have to learn it for yourself. I'm not going to sit here and alleviate for you. No, you're not. If I look outside my window and there's a woman standing outside with a red dress, I'd be like, well, then this is different. But there's nobody standing outside my window right now because I just don't care. Because inevitably you guys are just messing with me. And at the end of the day, I'm not. Look, I'm about to get off here because I got things that I'm gonna be going to sleep. But you know, this weird talk about things that I don't like talking about anymore. I'm not going to go back to a spiritual past of things that I don't agree with. Because spirituality is one of the biggest key factors of dumbassery. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to say as bluntly as possible. Spirituality is for dumbasses. Personality test, if you go and take the Myers Briggs personality test, This is a test you can take to find out your personality. And yes, what I'm trying to get to you guys is like, I'm trying to explain some things to you guys so I can get you guys to understand. Because yes, I want to talk about computer stuff. But at the same time, there's other stuff to be talking about too. And these are things I'm interested in, guys. I'm not interested in any like spirituality crap anymore. I'm interested in understanding science behind things, not spiritual science. And no, I'm not going to show you your IP address. I'm not going to tell you your IP address because I don't need to. I have no reason to be telling people their IP address on my YouTube channel. Yes, I have. I got into Apple's file. I almost got into some of Apple's files before. The Apple company. I went in and I found my way into their files before, and it said access denied. Maybe. I'm not going to say how, but maybe. It's not all about running your computer. Just believe that you can go to places and it allows you to do the hacking. Yeah, it is, because it shows up right beneath Walmart.com. It doesn't matter how much I ping Walmart.com. Their IP address always shows up. I'm not going to show you the secret weapon I have. I'm not going to show you that. Because I have no reason. Here. Let's see if I can pull it up. Burp Suite. I can go in here and change stuff around if I really wanted to. Certain websites I can literally run. Run Foxy Proxy, change some stuff on a website, and access the website, and me have power over top of the website. But I don't have to show you how to do it because I don't need people on my YouTube channel seeing what I can do. It's Burp Suite. It's a cybersecurity tool. Why the fuck would you want your computer bricked? You're a weirdo if you want your computer bricked. You're just kind of weird if you want your computer bricked. Alright. Let's see what else I have. I have Wireshark, which I can actually use to find... I can capture packets on this. Yeah. Why does Wireshark always do this when it pops up? You see those girls in the background, guys? I know those girls. I took that picture. Oh my god. No, I have to install the update because I haven't used this for a while. But I'm not trying to... I'm not, you know, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, but... That's part of what hacking is. It's cybersecurity backwards. That's actually what hacking remotely is. And if you can't understand that, you can utilize it both ways instead of like sitting there and, dogging me on it, then I don't have to show you anything at all, to be honest. Oh my. This old man, he's on it again. He's mad about something right now. This old man that lives next to me, he's just pissed off right now. Went out, started his truck. He's kind of mad about something right now. I don't know what his problem is. He's always mad. Must have typed it in wrong. I haven't used this in a couple weeks. Oh, you know what it is? I forgot to hit I am not a robot. Fucking A. My password is so long. I don't really care, because best hacker around is 50 years old. I look up to the guy. I'm not going to get offended by shit you say. So, here, we have the program I've been using to learn everything. And if you haven't joined this yet, if you're still willing to learn, my, I'm going to be getting off shortly, because I've been on too long, and I have you guys saying dumb stuff, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. Metasploit, Nmap. Let's see what I can do. See? This is what you do when you do this stuff. This is how I learned everything I know. I forgot how to use Nmap for a little bit because I forgot how to use certain scans. But then I had to relearn it in in a Hacker Lao video that he actually showed me, and I was like, oh, that's right. That's how I found those files from Apple and things like that. I'm not gonna sit here and do this to anybody right now, but I want you guys to understand this is how you learn everything. This is how you get everything. I'm not trying to learn to be Yeah, they teach you they teach you this stuff. This website is actually free. You have to pay a little bit of money to get these things on my wall. You have to pay a little bit of money to acquire one of these. But when you pay the money, guess what? You learned a lot of stuff and it makes you feel better about yourself. It's not a secret skill. They put it out there for people to learn because guess what? Guess what? You can get important jobs with this stuff. No, I'm not going to demonstrate anything right now because unfortunately I'm too tired to even think. That's why I'm having trouble helping you guys understand this. But I'm going to get going. And by all means, if you really want to learn this stuff, if you really want to see how this works, use this website. Don't be disrespectful about it. Don't do dumb stuff. I remember a few weeks ago somebody mentioned to me they were gonna like do some kind of log4j to their sister in Minecraft, and I haven't seen anybody do it yet. Whoever that was, and whoever you are, I hope I hope you actually come around to actually doing that to your sister. At least that, because I would like to see that. As for this, maybe I need to go back and refresh my memory. I have not been in the mood for this lately. I've been dealing with other stuff. This isn't all fun and games it's cracked out to be. Sometimes it mentally exhausts me, and sometimes I have other stuff I'm dealing with. It's like I'm a person that no matter what I do, somebody's getting offended by something I do. And I don't give a shit. Half the time, I just don't give a fuck. Because you know what? Old man next door is always throwing a fit about dumb shit, and I have to hear him scream and bitch about stuff and deal with his motor revving up when he's pissed off about something and leaving the driveway. I get tired of people's shit. And I'm at a spot mentally where the fire just comes and it dies. It dies. It dies all the time because somebody around me is just, they keep on provoking the bullshit to come up. Nobody ever lets bullshit go. They re-provoke it because they think it's a fine way of saying, well, you know what? You deserve this because you didn't treat me nicely. Well, I don't care. I don't need to I'm not justifying myself. I'm not giving exact reasons why I care. You know, I'm talking about a legit problem I'm dealing with in my life. I'm not looking for justification. I'm not justifying. No. It's fucking dumbass people provoking me. And I go to work, and I'm perfectly fine at work because the people at work are fucking mentally sane. I actually like my job. I like doing what I'm doing. I am also very tired right now because I don't drive a car to work. Yes, I am. I'm coping right now. I'm dealing with my things the best way possible as a man can deal with, and that's it. That's it. That's all you can do. I have no other way of dealing with stuff. Guys, if I give up on a lot of stuff I'm doing right now, that's not a way to cope. You have to go through the bullshit. You have to go through the fucking fire and the flames that's thrown at you and deal with it. And eventually you'll come out again. No, I'm not a hacker. I wish. I'm actually trying to work on going up in my company to actually become IT. No, I'm not. I lost people. People get off my channel all the time. That's not seeking validation. If I was seeking validation, I'd be expecting everybody to want to join me, and then I'd freak out because nobody's happy with the content I'm releasing. And if I was seeking validation, I'd be going to watch the thing you wanted me to watch. Am I right? I never said I wasn't. I never said I wasn't, dude. This hat is on my head for a reason. This hat also trademarks the 4 or 5 certificates I have I'm proud of. And other stuff I'm doing right now. This hat marks a milestone for me. I'm not giving up on hacking. Trust me. I don't give up on hacking. Trust me. One day I'm gonna get probably pissed off again and do the things I normally do, because that's what happens to me. I don't like expressing what I like to do. But when I get mad, yes, sometimes. But you're talking about Bible-related stuff, dude. You're talking about Bible-related stuff. Lightbringer is considered as Lucifer. I don't give a shit. It's like right there. You're giving me every reason in the world that you care too much. You care about what everybody thinks about you. I'm not trying to insult you, but that right there is a sign you care too much. I had Jimmy Mimi fucking come in here and try to insult me. You think I gave a shit? No, I didn't, because I realize now that, you know, girls like me. Girls actually like me, and I don't have to be kissing one or having sex with one right now. But you know, yes, it is. Yes, it is. In fact, all right, all right. I'm gonna state this. I'm only interested to see because it's not Bible related, but I'm also not into superhero stuff anymore. I just want to state that. That's why I'm not really looking at this too much. But I just want to see an example of what it is you're talking about. It doesn't mean it intrigues me. It means that I am not like interested. I'm just glad you said it's not Bible related because I don't really. I'm looking for a wife. I'm not looking for a husband. I specified that already. Alright. So. Google might get mad at me for this like to do with everything else. No, I don't care. I just want to see. I'm interested. I'm a little interested to see what it is that you're talking about. Okay? So, as you can see, my whole YouTube channel, my whole YouTube search, or Google search, doesn't fucking make sense. Alright, what the hell is this? Lightbringer? What am I looking at here? I don't know what this is. Are these books? Are these books? Is that what these are? Or are they what is it? Marvel? All right. I still don't know what I'm looking at. Like I'm looking at like superhero stuff, but I don't see anything about Lightbringer in this. You saw that? Here, let's go back. What is this? Oh my. Oh, you know what I was? Okay, so I wanna explain something about those two. Oh, this girl here, she's fucking hot. Here, hold on. Hold on. Let's look at this little cute blonde girl, cute blonde woman. Oh man, she's cute. I'd put my dick inside of her. She's cute. This one girl on Instagram. I created this fake profile, so I want to show you guys something here. I created this fake profile just for the hell of it, just to see like how well we do. Because what I'm testing is I'm testing this idea that like I'm testing the idea of why, you know, I didn't buy the fart in a jar though. I actually like I was just searching it. Well, she can still look white. So, here. This is nice. I want to do this eventually. I want to like do that. You don't know that's a bot. Either way, I don't really care. Um, I don't. It's not that I'm like even giving a shit. Like that's why I said that even though you're from Morocco, you still look like you're white. Like this girl looks like she's white, but still, like she's gonna. It's like still technically she would sit there and say she's Latin because apparently she is a Lat. Apparently, she is Latina. It's weird how you guys get bent out of shape whenever I'm like trying to talk to a girl. Like you're the epitome of why I don't get along with gay people well. That's not trying to offend anybody. That's just the honest truth. If you're gonna sit there and get offended that I'm trying to talk to a girl and get some pussy, then you have the biggest problem in your life. You need to stop acting so insecure about your shit. Bot or not, why do you give a shit? I mean, it's my life, not yours. So you shouldn't even be caring. Everybody cares too fucking much, and that's the biggest problem with a lot of people is they give too many fucks about stuff they shouldn't be even be caring about. Like, do you realize that logically you should be giving a shit about yourself and what it is you're doing and why you are where you are? Because that's what you're doing right now. You're giving a fuck about what it is I do. You're kind of giving a fuck about me talking to the spot. You act like I'm not supposed to talk to the spot because you said it's a bot. But are you telling me to do something? Are you telling me to do something that if I did it right, you would validate me for it? Because I'm not doing what you're trying to get me to validate for. You are sitting there validating my life right now. And you need to stop. I don't care. This is my stream, right? Not your stream. You're not in control of it. You guys give too many fucks. I'm going to keep streaming. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing what I want. My stream. My stream. It says Jason Drive on the title, does it not? It doesn't say LOL. It doesn't say Admin Jim. It says Jason Drive. So why are you sitting there trying to get control over something you can't get control over, little boy? I'm going to call you a little boy because that's how you're acting. You're acting like you're intelligent enough to understand something that you clearly are not grasping very well. No, it's not. No, you didn't. You didn't do shit. If you don't like my stream, then you can leave. I'm not going to have, yeah, tell me. You reported me for nudity because of fucking looking at Latin girls. Cool. If you want to really report me for nudity, I'll pull some pictures up and you can report me for nudity then. If that's what you want. Here, let's go in here and look at some pictures. Wait, you know what? I have my background. I took this picture in the background. I took I took the picture of all these girls. What the fuck? Why does she have a beard? Big turnoff. Alright, I am out of here, gentlemen, because there's no ladies in this room. I am out of here, if I can call you gentlemen. You guys have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Um, learn some stuff. And next time I see you, have something worthwhile to talk about. You know, again, this is my live stream, my YouTube channel, and if you have a problem with it, then you don't have to come back. I'm gonna say it politely as possible. Just like people order cakes, my boss said I had every right in the world to tell those people, well, it's a little too late. You can't order cakes right now if you want to order it a day ahead of time. My boss said I have every right in the world to say that. What? What form of hate speech did I put on? What form of hate speech did I say? I somehow don't believe you reported me. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys can have a wonderful night and take it easy. And look at these beautiful ladies in the background.